اللهم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي امري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. سبحانك لا علم لنا الا ما علمتنا انك انت العليم الحكيم. Amma Ba'd, my respected brothers and my sisters in Islam. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has blessed us to be Muslim in His house and given us a life and opportunity so that we become successful in this life and the hereafter. This universe Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created to benefit the human beings. And human beings are going through it on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis. Our time is coming every day down and down, you see. So we are approaching our destination. Nobody knows how much time He has been given by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But whatever the time is, it is decreasing in our favor every day. How to make it valuable in our favor and what to do, you see, this is the question to the human beings. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has answered that through the Quran and through giving us Nabi Kareem sallallahu alaihi wasallam as a prophet to all of us to guide us. Allah, it is so important that a human being, you and me, in this life recognize who is our Rabb, who is Allah, what He wants from us, what is the purpose of life, what should I do in this life so that at the end I am successful. See, because once we depart from here, so that's it. That's it, no second chance. My respected brother, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is introducing Himself. He's saying, Shahid Allahu annahu la ilaha illahu wal malaikatu wa ulul ilmi qa'iman bil qist la ilaha illahu al azizul hakim. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that He's making witness Himself and the angels. And then next to that, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioning the people who have the ilm, who have the knowledge. So here, with the next to angels, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is putting those people there who has the knowledge of what? The knowledge of Deen, the knowledge of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the knowledge of what the things are going to happen to them in this life and the hereafter, what is going to happen in the grave. So this way, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that one who recites this ayat of the Quran, this is one of the biggest shahada Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala giving Himself, that is La ilaha illallah. So one of the purpose for you and me is to recognize what is our Rabb, what He's doing for us day and night. My respected brother, so many things are happening every second, every nanosecond for you and me. And sometimes we realize, most of the time we don't realize. You see, that how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is favoring to the human beings, that everything working in His favor. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that Himself, that He ya'lamu ma yaraju fil ard wa ma yakhruju fiha wa yanzuru min as-samai wa ma ya'raju fiha. Whatever is hidden in the earth. You see, so many, we do not know unless it comes to the surface, what is hidden in the ground underneath it, and Allah knows it. You see, we know only few vegetables which come from the ground, and the gas and petrol and the diamonds and so much hidden over there. And what is coming out of on top of the ground, we know that. Most of us we know, but not all of the things. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling to you and me, you see, what is going to the skies, you see, as our amal or something, you see, and what is coming down from there. You see, so much better that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, Ya'lamu adada awraqil ashjar. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows the leaves in the world. How many trees in the back of Zamza masjid, how many trees, and in one tree how many leaves are there, and what color, and what you see, what is over there, who is going to take care for the leaves, who is going to benefit from the leaf. You see, sometimes you see that the leaves change the color and they fell down. And then we see sometimes the animals eat that. Sometimes it becomes the fertilizer. Sometimes you see the ants take care, eat them. And Allah knows that sometime it is on our car and it go far distance. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows each and every leaf. Can you imagine how many grass leaves over there? How many? We cannot even, I cannot count this. And if you know it, you see this will be interesting to know. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, وَيَعْلَمُ عَدَدَ أَوْرَاقِ الْأَشْجَارِ وَيَعْلَمُ عَدَدَ قَطْرِ الْأَمْطَارِ. How many raindrops are coming? How many raindrops come? We just enjoy the rain, or we sometimes say this is too much rain, you see. And we do not know. Allah knows the best. Allah knows which drop is going to where and which drop is going to be beneficial for the mankind or for the human being, or you see, or which drop will becoming the means of destruction for somebody. You see, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, يَعْلَمُ مِثَاقِيلَ الْجِبَالِ. He knows the weights of the mountains. He knows the weight, the weights of the mountains. My respect that it is to keep on thinking, we cannot even think to see the thing. This is who our Rabb. And He has asked us, He has sent us down in this dunya as a test. As a test. We are under the surveillance system of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that every second what we do. And either we get the reward for it, or it is going against for us. So it is said that the people who are getting the beneficial, who are taking care of themselves, so they should have the knowledge. They should know who is Allah. They should know what are the angels. They should know that what is the system Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is creating and what is happening. So my respected brother, it is said that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, يَرْفَعُ اللَّهُ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا مِنْكُمْ وَالَّذِينَ أُوتُوا الْعِلْمَ دَرَجَاتٍ. That the people, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving them the high ranks because of their iman. And because of the knowledge, the knowledgeable people have the highest rank. The knowledge is making a big difference here. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us the story of Adam alayhi salam. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has been created Adam alayhi salam. So at that time the angels said, "Oh Ya Rabb, we are the one who are glorifying you all the time. Why you need the human beings?" Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that He will be my Khalifa, my ambassador on this earth. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and they say, this human being is going to make the mischief and the bloodshed. We will call terrorists like, before Adam. So my respected brother, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling to angels, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doing one thing here. وَعَلَّمَ آدَمَ الْأَسْمَاءَ كُلَّهَا ثُمَّ عَرَضَهُمْ عَلَى الْمَلَائِكَةِ فَقَالَ أَنْبِئُونِي بِأَسْمَاءِ هَؤُلَاءِ إِن كُنتُمْ صَادِقِينَ قَالُوا سُبْحَانَكَ لَا عِلْمَ لَنَا إِلَّا مَا عَلَّمْتَنَا إِنَّكَ أَنْتَ الْعَلِيمُ الْحَكِيمُ. So the angels say, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala teaches all the things He has created to Adam alayhi salam. And now, how much the human memory can contain everything in 1 second or 1 minute or 2 minutes. You see, it's Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put the chip into the Adam alayhi salam, and you and me memory also. So many names Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala teach to Adam alayhi salam, and He kept it in mind. So then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asked the angels, tell me the names of the things I have created. They said, Subhanallah, we do not know until you tell us, O Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So that's why Allah is saying He gave the superiority to Adam alayhi salam over the angels because of the ilm, because of the knowledge. My respected brother, it is said, Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam asked the question to Sahaba Karam al-Ajma'in that who is the most generous person? Who is the most generous? So Sahaba Karam, they have the habit, even though they know it, so they will keep quiet because in front of Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, they don't want to say anything. So out of respect, they say Allah and Prophet knows. And most of the time, this is true, unless they have anything in their mind, they will keep quiet. So Prophet ﷺ said the most generous, of course, is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala Himself. You see, and after that, I am the most generous. I am getting the knowledge from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and I am giving to you, I am passing to you. And after that, the one who learns and teaches to the other. And also the one who gives his life in sacrifice. He go for jihad and he give the life, his life to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's sake, and he's martyred over there. So Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is telling, one time you see Safwan bin Asad radiallahu ta'ala anhu, he came to Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, O Prophet of Allah, I have come to learn the deen from you. Teach me something. So Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam asked him, any other intention? He said, no. So only this thing has brought me here, that I learned something from you. Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said that, congratulations to you. You see, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, whosoever leaves this house with the intention to learn the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, all the angels, they spread the wings on top of him. They respect him. They give him the VIP protocol because he has come out to learn something. And Abu Darda radiallahu ta'ala's hadith is same thing, but a little bit different in different words. Abu Darda radiallahu ta'ala is saying that whosoever comes to seek the knowledge of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's deen, then all the angels on the skies and all the angels on the earth and all the creation on this earth and all the creation of the water, when they make astaghfar for that person, they seek forgiveness for that person. So they're saying that this person is honored because he has given his time to learn the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to improve himself. Because it is said, my respected brother, it is said that unless we know it, how can we perform? Unless we knew the things, it's difficult. You see, unless we know the destination to reach, so we cannot put in our GPS. You see, so where to go? It will help us if we know if you know the address, where to go, or we know something. You see, so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has put this GPS. You see, for you and me through Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, and Quran is guiding us. Quran is guiding us. You see, my respected brother. It is said that Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, one time sitting in the masjid, and Jibreel came, he looked so upset. His face is, he always come in the shape of Wahya bin Kalbi, radiallahu ta'ala, one of the Sahabi, in the shape of the human being. So it come only 2 times in the real shape. Anyway, so Prophet asked him, oh Jibreel, I see the right signs of, depression on your face. You don't look happy. You look very gloomy today. You are sad today. What's going on? He said, Prophet of Allah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asked me to go and have a tour of the hellfire. Go and have a tour of the hellfire. So I go by his order to look what's over there. So that has the effect on my heart, and that is not going from my mind. And you see, I feel terrible that what will happen to me and the angels and to the human beings. So Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam asked him, tell me about the hellfire. So hellfire is like a well. It's like that well. It's a Prophet of Allah. The bottom portion, the lowest portion is for the hypocrites. The people call themselves Muslim and believer, but from their heart they don't have the full yaqeen in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So they act like and they behave and that they are among the people of the iman, but they are not the believers. So, but Allah knows they are alimum bidat as-sudur. So they are at the bottom of that. And the sixth, there are hellfire has 7 levels. And the 6th level is for the mushrikeen. You see, the people who do not believe in Allah, who don't believe that He is a creator, who don't believe in La ilaha illallah. And the next one is for the people who worship the sun and the moon. And the next one, the next level, the fire is the one who the people who worship the fire. And the next one, the third one is the people who the Jews. You see, and the second level is for the Christians. You see, and then he kept quiet and he stopped. So Rasulullah said, what happened to the last one? He said, Prophet of Allah, this is for your ummah who have done wrong. And you see, they will be going to that place to get it clean over there before they enter the paradise. So Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, you see, he started crying. He got so upset to hear that my ummah also will go into the hellfire. You see, this is the desire of Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, that each one of us become successful. So it said Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, you see, from that point onward, he will say the first salat in the masjid as he lead the salat, and then without talking to anybody, he will go to his chamber, one of the hujra you can say he has made next to the mosque over there, and he will sit over there. Do not talk to anybody. So the 1 day passed, 2nd day passed, and 3rd day Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu ta'ala will say, what's going on? Something horrible has come to Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Maybe we have hurt him, or maybe something has happened and he's not telling us. So he greeted Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, Assalamu Alaikum. Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam did not respond back. So he started crying and came back. He told Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu that this is what is happening. So I felt that maybe I will go and I will talk to Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam and talk to ask him what's going on. He's so upset. Umar radiallahu ta'ala went over there, he said salam, and Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam did not respond. So then he said that, you see, Salman Farsi radiallahu ta'ala anhu, he told him, you go there, because Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam loves him. He went there, he said salam, but no answer. Then Salman Farsi radiallahu ta'ala said that he went to Ali radiallahu ta'ala anhu, say this has happened to us. Abu Bakr went there, Umar went there, I went there, not responding and not talking to us. So we like to find out what's going on, something we have done wrong, we should do, some things should we ask forgiveness, Allah's forgiveness. So he said, Ali Rajal say, I thought when these three, you see, prominent people have gone and Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam has not responded to them, so I should not go myself. Rather, I will send Fatima, Radiallahu Ta'ala anha. So that's what he did. Fatima Radiallahu Ta'ala came, now this is the fourth day. She greeted Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, did respond to her. So, Prophet of Allah, what's going on? People are so upset. My father came, Umar came, you see, Salman came. So, you are not talking to anybody, you are not coming home like this, and you see, what's going on? Then Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam told him, this Jibreel has come and inform me this will happen. This will happen to my ummah. And he started again crying. He's crying, that, oh Fatima, I am worried about my ummah. I am worried about my ummah. What will happen to them? So much better, Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam is in the sujood and making dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Oh Allah, forgive my ummah. Forgive you and me. So Jibreel salam, you see, brought down the revelation, وَلَسَوْفَ يُؤْتِيكَ رَبُّكَ فَتَرْضَى. O Prophet of Allah, you see, we will make you happy, we will make you pleased on the day of Qiyamah, you see. Then Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam responded to this, that I will not be happy, I will not be satisfied until each and every my ummah has been saved from the hellfire. So the question ulama has said that Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam is so much worried about you and me. What about you and me, by yourself? We should look back, we'll think about it, how we are spending our day and night, how we are, you see, looking in this life, you see, as a means to succeed. My respected brother, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling to the Sahaba Karam al-Ajma'in, any order of the Quran come, this is more than 10 Sahaba Karam is telling. That you see, Ibn Abbas radiallahu ta'ala is saying, Ibn Umar radiallahu ta'ala is saying, Ali radiallahu ta'ala is saying, Ibn Masud radiallahu ta'ala is saying, and many more Sahaba Karam are saying, that we have learned the Iman first. We learn the Iman first. And then we learn the Quran. Anytime 3 ayat, 4 ayat, or 5 ayat come, you see, from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So we will know, we will learn them. We will put into practice. We ask Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam that what is halal here, what is haram here, what we are supposed to do here. And then, unless and until we have completed that, completely absorbed those ayat, we will not move to the next one. So, I give you an example. The ayat of the Quran came, لَن تَنَالُوا الْبِرَّ حَتَّى تُنْفِقُوا مِمَّا تُحِبُّونَ. You cannot reach the piety level unless you spend on the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala which you like the most. Which you like the most. My brother, listen carefully. Abu Talha Ansari radiallahu ta'ala, he has a garden of 600 dates in Medina. You see. So, the water of that garden over there, then the well over there, so sweet. He came to Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. O Prophet of Allah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is asking me to do this, that he has spent the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which I like the most. This is the most, you see, a preferred thing for me in this life. And this is earning, this is living, this is loving. You say, O Prophet of Allah, I want that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is pleased with me. What he has ordered me, I give this garden. You see, you can spend wherever you want. And Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam say, O Talha, that you spend among your relatives. This is not easy, my brother. It is not easy. So another Sahabi came, he said that Abdullah bin Umar radiallahu ta'ala, that he left the brown sugar. I don't think they have the white sugar at that time. So he purchased a lot and distributed. So one of his slaves said, that if you want to feed the people, you feed the food to them. Why you are giving this? How much sugar a person can eat? He said, no, that's not the question. The question is, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is asking me, لَن تَنَالُوا الْبِرَّ حَتَّى تُنْفِقُوا مِمَّا تُحِبُّونَ. Allah said that you cannot reach the higher level of the piety unless you spend what you love the most. So this I love the most, that's why I am giving it. My respected brothers, and Zayd Raziallahu ta'ala came to the Prophet that, O Prophet of Allah, they have one horse. That horse is used as a means of transportation for the bring, and also they rent it, just like we have the cabs and so you see. So they rent for that. So Prophet of Allah, and they are not lying, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows what's in their heart. So, O Prophet of Allah, I love this horse. So this is, you can give a charity to anybody you want. Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam gave it to his son Osama, and he started crying. So Prophet of Allah, the horse remained in our family again. I gave it to you as a charity, and you give it to my son. So Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, you have given to me, you didn't know where I was going to spend it. Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam know the wisdom to say you give it to me. My respect, this is the level of Iman they have reached through the Quran. The Quran is in their life. The Quran is in their life. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, one time, after the Mali Ghanima, they start coming to them, the victory after victory are happening to the believers. Now their circumstances and their financial status is changing. So they have more, you see, stability in the financial than before. So so they get together. So they ask, we have one, you see, demand for Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. That when it was, the circumstances was tight. And we were, you see, we were going through the hunger and everything, we tolerated. Now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us prosperity to the believers. So we should be given at least one-time meal. One-time meal so that we can eat. And also we should be given, so many people are dressing, you see, have good dress. So we should be also given the good dress. And you see, Ibn Abbas was saying that some of the women say that the wives of the Kisra and Kesar and the Roman, they wear a lot of jewelry, they wear a lot of clothes and so on and so forth. So we are not demanding that, but at least we should be given the decent. We should be given the decent thing. So Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam got upset. Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam got upset, and because he doesn't want them to have the luxury of this life. My respected brother, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent down the ayat of the Quran. Ya ayyuhan nabiyyu kulli azwajika in kuntunna turidna al-hayata ad-dunya wa zinataha fata'alayn umatti'kunna wa asarrihkunna sarahan jamila. وإن كنتن تردن الله ورسوله والدار الآخرة فإن الله أعد للمحسنات منكم أجرا عظيما. That, O Prophet of Allah, go to your wives and ask them if they love this dunya and whatever it is decorated with it, then you see, you separate them from yourself. You give them honor, you divorce them, and give them, you see, respectful divorce. That they are not because you are angry with them or something, but they are preferring dunya over the hereafter. So this is what they do. And if they like the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the hereafter and what they are going to gain in the hereafter, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving them a lot of reward for that. Think about it. What a shock. What a shock these ladies have happened at that time. It's very easy for me to read the Quran like this and you to listen. But they are attached to the Quran. Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam went from, you see, he received this revelation, he went to Aisha Raziallahu ta'ala first. You see, Aisha, that I'm going to ask you the question, but do not reply to me immediately. Go and discuss with your parents and then reply to me. And this Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has asked me, you see, if you want this dunya and you see the love and the luxury of this thing, then this is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is asking me to do. You see, and she said, Prophet of Allah, you see, you have given me the first choice, you see, I will not go to anybody. I prefer your prize, with you. You see, I prefer the hereafter over this dunya. So my respected brothers, all the women later on, as they say, O Prophet of Allah, do not tell what I am telling you to the other wives. Let's listen to them what they say. Because I don't want to see that they should follow my instruction. So that's Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam did it, The thing is, they have the knowledge. So they are attached to the Quran. Their iman is such a level, what Quran is telling is coming into their life. My respected brother, we have to ask ourselves where we are. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling to you and me, Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is making this hadith, you see, that the people who spread the knowledge, who are giving the knowledge to the people, all the creation, they seek forgiveness for that person. He becomes the VIP. He becomes the VIP because he is not, you see, only worshipping himself. He's letting other people to understand what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants from them. So my respect, brother, the respect for the elders and the respect for the scholars is much more. Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam one time said that the scholar, any scholar among you, he has the respect in the eyes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, just like I have the respect among you. And another hadith is saying that just like on the 14th of moon, it is shining and the stars are underneath it. The moon is the moon and the stars are underneath it. You see, this is the person who have knowledge. And the scholars have the knowledge. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, إِنَّمَا يَخْشَى اللَّهَ مِنْ عِبَادِهِ الْعُلَمَاء. The people who fear Allah, those people who have the knowledge. And who have the knowledge, my respect, whether the knowledge in the positive direction, the knowledge which makes us to act on the knowledge, the knowledge which brings us the khashiyah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the knowledge which brings us the taqwa into us, the knowledge which tell us which is right, what is wrong, and the knowledge which humble ourselves. If without the knowledge, we cannot fulfill the rights of the people. Without the knowledge, husband and wife do not know what to do. So many problems are happening today in our homes because we don't have the knowledge. My respected brother, there are some basic things. That you see we learn in our childhood. How to make a wudu, you see. And if the women have a nail polish and they have lipstick on their lips, there's no ghusl for them and there's no wudu for them. You see what happened? If the person says something in angry mood to his wife and now the relationship has broken, what to do? The person, you see, he doesn't know the rights of his neighbor, the rights of his relative, the person who has the knowledge. The Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is asking me to do this and this and this, you see, and I am doing every time against it. Even in the house of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You see, we are doing the things which are not permissible for me to do. You see, my respected brother? So that's why the knowledge is extremely important. The knowledge is extremely important. You see, Ibn Abbas said to me that I learn one ayat of the Quran is better than offering 100 rakat of nafil in the night. Ibn Darda is saying the same hadith in a different way. He's saying engaging yourself in learning. You see, some portion of the night is better than you spend all night in worship of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Why? Because the thing is, the person who has the knowledge, he knows what to do at what time. He knows what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is asking from him. Hassan Raziullah ta'ala mentioned one hadith, Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam was asked to see that there are two people from among the Bani Israel. One of them is a knowledgeable person, he is a scholar. So after the salat, he will sit down and ask and answer the people's question. He will what to do, what not to do. And he teach the people the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the other person in this among them at that time, he is worshipping, he is fasting during the day. And he is engaging himself in nafil, in afternoon salat all night long. So Prophet of Allah, which one is the better? So Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is saying the one who is engaged in teaching, he has more reward. He has more reward because he's not selfish. He's not only our individual deeds are up to us. My respected brother, that Ibn Abbas radiallahu ta'ala was saying that 1/4 of the deen we have learned from Aisha radiallahu ta'ala. You see, and Ibn Umar radiallahu ta'ala is saying that 1/3 of the deen we have learned from Aisha radiallahu ta'ala. It is said that Aisha radiallahu ta'ala twice a week she will have the halqa. You see, halqa and the ladies will come and learn from it. And anytime the Sahaba Kiram, from the men's side, they have a question to ask. So they have the curtain over there. So behind the curtain, so she will answer. So there are so many learned people over there. My respected brother said that Zayd bin Sabit radiallahu ta'ala, he's like 9 years old or 11 years old. So his mother came to Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, O Prophet of Allah, the battle of Badr is going to take place. So take him over there. So he will help. Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam says he's too young. Then she's saying, O Prophet of Allah, then engage in something. so that he can benefit the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He can benefit our Islam. So Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam asked him that you learn the language of Hebrew. You see, because so many delegations come and they correspond in the Hebrew. And you see, I like somebody from among you that who know the language, and he can translate me. So he learned in 17 days. He learns in 17 days. He mastered the language. So it is said that Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, you see, then at the time of Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu ta'ala, he was made the team leader to collect the Quran and compile the Quran. At the time of Umar Khutab radiallahu ta'ala, he said, anybody has a question about the knowledge and the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, go to Masud radiallahu ta'ala, Ibn Masud, or go to Zayd bin Sa'd radiallahu ta'ala, go to Ali radiallahu ta'ala, go to Mu'adh bin Jabal, and if anybody needs the help of financial, then he should come to me. This is what I should say. My respected brother, my time is coming to close. Imam Bukhari rahmatullah, he collected 600,000 hadiths. Out of that, he compiled the book Sahih al-Bukhari, 7,275 hadiths out of that. You see how much time it took him. You see, and how much benefit we are getting out of it. You see, it is said that you see that Imam Abu Dawud, you see, rahmatullah, he collected, you see, 500,000 hadiths, and out of that he made for his book, even at the Dawud ibn Sunan, 4,800 hadiths he compiled. And you see, my respected brother, Imam Muslim rahmatullah, he collected 300,000 hadiths, and out of that he combined his Sahih Muslim, you see, 12,000 hadiths. So they spent lot of time, you see, over there. You see, Ibn Sunni rahmatullah, who's a very famous, you see, student of Imam Nasai rahmatullah, his son is saying, Abdullah, that my father, he keeps on writing the thing, even at the time of his death, he was writing the hadiths, you see, and then he stopped writing, he put the pen into the ink part, and then he raised his hand, making a dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In this situation, he passed away. So Sufyan bin Aniyah radiallahu ta'ala, you see, he said he is about to depart from this life, and he's saying, I want to share one hadith which I heard from my sister, Habibah radiallahu ta'ala, that whosoever will perform 12 rakat of chasht every day, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala build a palace for him of gold in the paradise. Even at the last time, you see, they are giving the lesson, and they are teaching and learning from each other. My respect, we have to spend on time. MashaAllah, we have a scholar here, we have the Quran is going on, we have the lesson of hadith is going on. So send our children here and get the benefit out of it. And also at the home, we should create the environment. We should learn what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is looking from me. There is so much to learn. There is so much. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, فَاسْأَلُوا أَهْلَ الذِّكْرِ إِن كُنتُمْ لَا تَعْلَمُونَ. This is a command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you do not know, go and ask the people. So may Allah be pleased with all of us. My time is actually complete. So guide us to the right path. And you see, my respect brother, as long as we live, we have to live as a Muslim. When we die on Iman.